number. Okay, so now, first of all, we have to know what is a fraction. A fraction. So now here we have an example. So now here we have a whole. This one is a piece of sheets. Yes, it means that is a sheet of paper. So now this is one. This figure one. Figure two. So and now if you take figure one and now divide by in a figure two into two parts, means that you see here the shapes of figure one is different to the shapes of figure two. So now the figure one is what you call a whole. Yes. Then a figure two, it is divided by into two parts. Means that this one part, this shaded part is what you call a fraction. Yes. Means that a fraction, the definition of a fraction is defined as any party of a whole object or whole, a whole party is what you call a fraction. So then let's consider any expression. Let's consider any expression. So P over Q means that P over Q is a fraction. So where P is called the numerator, while Q is what you call the denominator. So means that a numerator, yes, a numerator is a required part of a whole, while the denominator is a total part of the whole. So now here I have an example. This one is a sheet of paper. So now if you divide this sheet of paper into two four parts, 1, 2, this one, part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. So now, if you select this one, this side, means that this side is what you call numerator, because it is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Means that this one, if you select this one, and now you have to divide it by 4. Means that you select one rectangle, or we select one piece among us 4 pieces. Means that this one 1/4 is what you call a fraction. Yes, where 1 is what you call numerator and 4 is denominator. So now you have different types of fraction. So now we have types of fraction. So the first type is what you call proper fraction. So we have the types of fraction. The first type is the proper fraction. A proper fraction is where a numerator is less than denominator. Is where numerator is less than denominator. Okay, so now if the numerator, yes, if the numerator of a fraction is less than the denominator, we conclude that we have a proper fraction. So now example of proper fraction, so you have a 2/3. Another example, 5/7. Another example, 7/10. and so on. This is the example of proper fraction. So now the second types of fraction, you have the improper fraction. So about the improper fraction is where the numerator is greater than the denominator. So now, if the values of numerator is greater than the values of denominator, you conclude that a fraction is improper. So now, example of improper fraction. So, and now we have 7/2. You have 9/4. You have 11/5. You have 12/5, and so on. These all are example of improper fraction. So now, remember that numerator is a whole, or is a required part of a whole, while denominator is a total part of a whole. Means that numerator here, 7 is a numerator, while 2 is denominator. Now we conclude that this one is what you call improper fraction. So now after studying what you call a fraction, so now we have any fields where a fraction it can be applied. Means that a fraction it can be used in geography. In geography we need a fraction because it is used to calculate the scales of map. Another field is where a fraction can be used. A fraction can be used in a business, where a person who used a fraction for calculating selling commodities or buying commodities. So now another field is where a fraction can be applied. Now you can apply a fraction in science. About science, it means that remember that the gaze it can be represented in terms of fraction. So and so on. It means that you can use a fraction in sharings where you are going to share any things. It means that we need a fraction. So now, thank you students for watching this video. If you like it, don't forget to click subscribe, like, share, and write comments. Today we are going to learn operation of fraction. So about the operation of fraction, in this unit we will see how to find the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and the division of fraction. So now let's now start about the addition and the subtraction of fraction. Addition and the subtraction of fraction. So and now for about the addition and the subtraction of the same denominator. First of all, we are going to study how to find the addition and the subtraction where the fraction has the same denominator. Means that 1 addition and the subtraction of fraction with the same denominator. So let us take an example about the addition and the subtraction of the same denominator. First of all, for addition means that you have to add. Means that to make the addition, add a numerator. Yes, add the numerator and keep one denominator. For example, you have 2/3 plus 1/3. So do you see here? The first fraction you have 2/3 plus the second fraction plus 1/3. Means that 3, the denominator of the first fraction is 3 and the denominator of the second fraction is 3. Means that is equal to, you have to write one denominator, 3, and now add the numerator, we get 3 plus 1. I mean, we get 2 plus 1, which is equal to 2 plus 1, we get 3 over 3. Means that 3 over 3, we get 1. We get 1. Means that the addition of two fractions, it gives a whole number. It gives a whole number. Another example, 3 over 4 plus 7 over 4. Yes? Means that the first fraction is 3 over 4. The second is 7 over 4. Means that the denominator of two fractions is equal to 4. Means that you have to write 4 and now add the denominator, we get 3 plus 7, which is equal to 3 plus 7, we get 10 over 4. You have to simplify 10 and 2 by 2. Here we get 2. Here by 2 we get 5. And now the fraction it becomes 5 over 2. This is easy how about to find the addition of fraction where numerator, denominator is the same. So now for a subtraction, so now first of all subtract, yes, a numerator and write one value of denominator. Yes. So now example here. Example. So now let's take 2 over 5 minus 1 over 5. Do you see here? The first fraction is 2 over 5 minus the second 1 over 5. The denominator of the first fraction and the second are the same. We have to write one value of the denominator, and now you subtract the numerator, we get 2 minus 1, which is equal to 2 minus 1, we get 1 over 5. Another example, you have 3 over 7 minus 6 over 7. So now here we have the same denominator, 7, and now you get 3 minus 6, which is equal to 3 minus 6, you get negative 3 over 7. So another thing you have to know here is how about a mixed fraction. About a mixed fraction. So now, a mixed fraction is any fraction which has a whole and a fraction. Is a mixed fraction is any fraction which has a wholes and the fraction. Example of a mixed fraction, we get 3 1 over 2, 4 2 over 5, 7 2 over 4. Means that 3 is a whole, while 1 over 2 is a fraction. 4 is a whole, while 2 over 5 is a fraction. This term is, or this fraction is what you call a mixed fraction. So now, how to find a mixed fraction? Here you have an example. You have 3 1 over 2 plus 2 4 over 5. So now, first of all, you have to change this mixed fraction into a single fraction. Yes. So now, to change this mixed fraction into a single fraction means that here you have to make a multiplication and now plus. You take 3 times 2 plus 1 and again divide by 2 and now plus. Here you have multiplication and the plus, you get 2 times 5 plus 4 and now we divide by 5. You divide by 5. So and now here we get 3 times 2 we get 6 plus 1 we get 7 over 2 plus 2 times 5 we get 10. 10 plus 4 we get 14 over 5. So means that here we get 7 over 2 plus 14 over 5. So now this here we have a fraction. Meaning that we ask to find the sum. Find the sum of the first fraction plus the second fraction. Do you see here? The numerator of the first fraction is 2. And here the denominator of the second fraction is equal to 5. Means that the denominator of the second fraction it is different to the denominator of the second. Means that if the denominator of the first fraction is different to the other fraction, first of all, you have to find what you call lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple. So now, what you call a lowest common multiple? A lowest common multiple is a possible value which can divide a given denominator. Yes? Means that the lowest in the abbreviation LCM of 2 and 5 is equal to, you have to take 2 and now you multiply by 5, which is equal to 10. Means that the last value or the lowest value which can be divided by 5 and 2 is equal to 10. Yes? So means that here we have a difference, we have a different possible value which can be divided by 5 and 10. You have a 10, you have a 20, you have a 30, you have a 60, and so on, and so on. Means that the lowest value which can be divided by 5 and 2 is equal to 10. Is equal to 10. So, and now you have to use this lowest common multiple to find the addition of 2 fraction. You get 7 over 2 plus 14 over 5 is equal to, the lowest common multiple is equal to 10. So now 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. 5 times 7, we get 10 divided by 2, get 5. And now we take 5, you get multiplied by 7. Plus 10 divided by 5, you get 2. And now we get 2 multiplied by 14, which is equal to 5 times 7, you get 35. Plus 2 times 14, you get 28, which is over 10. So, and now we get 35 plus 28. Yes? 5 plus 8, we get 13. I write 3 and now I take 1. 1 plus 3 we get 4. 4 plus 2 we get 6. Means that we get 63 over 10. Means that this is the solution of, or is the addition of those two fractions. So the next example, here we have 4. The second example, here we have 4, 1 of 3 minus 2, 1 of 4. So this one is a mixed, yes? This one is a mixed fraction. Means that you have to find the addition, yes? You have to find the addition to change this mixed fraction into a single fraction. We get 3 times 4 is equal to 12 plus 1, we get 13 over 3 minus 4 times 2, we get 8 plus 1 again, we get 9 over 4. Means that here we have a fraction with difference denominator. Now we have to find the LCM, which is equal to 3 times 4, which is equal to 12. Means that the lower common multiple of between 3 and 4 is 12 and 12. And now we get 13 over 3 minus 9 over 4, which is equal to 12. 12 divided by 3, we get 4. 4 times 13 minus 3. 12 divided by 4, we get 3. We get negative 3 times 9. So which is equal to 13 times 4. Here we get 12, I write 2, and now I take 1. 4 times 1, we get 4. Plus 1, we get 5. Result, we get 52. Minus, yes, minus 3 times 9, we get negative 27 over 12. And now we get 52 minus 27. So, and now 2 minus 7 is possible, and now I blow 1 here, here I get 4, and now I get 12. 12 minus 7 here I get 5. 4 minus 2 get 2. Means that we get 25 over 12. This is how to find the addition of a mixed fraction. So now another example you have here, you have 4 over 5 minus 7 over 3. So now here we have to find the LCM is equal to 15. So 15 divided by 5 we get 3. 3 times 4 we get 12 minus 15 divided by 3 we get 5 times we get negative 35, which is equal to which is equal to here we get 35 minus 12. Here we get 3. Yes, here we get 2. Means that we get negative 23 over 15. Another example, you can get 2 over 3 plus 1 over 4. Means that the wrong common multiple is 12 because we take 3 times 4, we get 12. And now we get 12 divided by 3, we get 4 times 2, we get 80 plus 12 divided by 4, we get 3. 3 times 1, we get 3, which is equal to, here we get 11 over 20. So now, thank you students for attending my lesson of today. If you like it, don't forget. Today we are going to study multiplication of fraction, where you can multiply two fraction or more fraction. About a multiplication of a fraction, first of all, you have to multiply numerator and the denominator. Means that you have to multiply numerator by numerator and now multiply denominator by denominator. Those are how to multiply a fraction. So our lesson is a multiplication of fraction. So now, to find the multiplication of fraction, the numerator multiply by a numerator and the denominator multiply a denominator. So now, the rule, the general rule, you have A over B times C over D. Means that A over B is the first fraction, C over D is the second fraction. Means that you have to multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. Means that you get A times C over B times D. So example here, 2 over 3 times 4 over 5. 2 over 3 times 4 over 5. Means that 2 over 3 is the first fraction, 4 over 5 is the second fraction. Means that the numerator of the first fraction is 2 times the second numerator 4 over the first denominator 3 times 5, which is equal to 2 times 4 we get 8. 3 times 5 we get 15. So another example here you have 7 1 over 2 multiplied by 2 1 over 3. Means that here we have a mixed fraction. You have to multiply 2 times 7 plus 1. We get 2 times 7 is equal to 14. 14 plus 1 we get 15 over 2 multiplied by 3 times 2 we get 6 plus 1 again we get 7 over 3. Now we get 15 because it is multiplication times 7 over 2 times 3, which is equal to 15 times 7 we get 7 times 5 we get 5, we get, I write 5 and now I take 3. 7 times 1 we get 7 plus 3 we get 1, we get 10. Means that here we get 10, 105 over 6. This is a multiplication of two fractions where you have to multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. About division, yes, the second is about division, yes. Division of fraction. So division of fraction, the general rule. The general rule. So we have A over B divided by C over D. Means that you have to write the first fraction and now multiply the reciprocal or the inverse of the second. Means that you have to take A over B times the reciprocal is D over C. Means that you have to change or you have to make the inverse. Means that you get and now we get A times B over C, B times C. So now here we have an example. Let's take 2 over 3. Example divided by 4 over 5. Yes? So now first of all you have to write the first fraction, and now you multiply the reciprocal or multiply the inverse of the second fraction. You get 2 over 3 multiplied by 5 over 4. And now this is a multiplication of two fractions where you multiply numerator, you get 2 times 5 over 3 times 4. So and now here we get 2 times 5 is equal to 10, 3 times 4 is equal to 12. You have to simplify by 2. Here we get 5 and here we get 6. And now the solution is to become 5 over 6. So another example here, you have a 1 over 5 divided by 2, 1 over 3. Remember that this expression is a mixed fraction. And now you take 4 times 5 and now plus 1 here. And now we get 4 times 5, we get 20. 20 plus 1, we get 21 over 5 divided by 3 times 2, we get 6 plus 1, we get 7 over 3. So now, and now we get, this is a division of 2 fractions, and now we get 21 divided by 5 times the reciprocal or the inverse of the second fraction is 3 over 7, which is equal to 21 times 3, we get 63 over 5 times 7, we get 35. This is how to find the multiplication and the division of a fraction. Essential things you have to know about the multiplication: if you have A over B times C over D, first of all you have to multiply numerator, we get A times C over B times D. So this is about multiplication. The second about division: A over B multiplied by divided by C over D is equal to A over B times the inverse or the reciprocal of the second fraction times D over C, which it gives the multiplication of two fractions. We get A times D over B times C. This is how to find the multiplication or the division of two fractions. So now, thank you for attending the lesson of today. Today we are going to study a mixed fraction. It means that we have any fraction with two operations. A mixed operation, operation of a fraction. So now, about a mixed operation of fraction, it means that if a fraction involves more than fraction, means that you have to use the following rules. Means that you have any fraction where does a fraction it has more operation. Means that you have addition, multiplication, division, and subtraction. Means that here you have a single fraction where you have many operations. Means that you use the following rule: the rule of body mass. Yes? Means that the body mass B is a bracket O of D division M, means that is a multiplication, A is the addition, yes, S is the subtraction. Means that this one is what you call a mixed operation of fraction. Means that here we have an example. Here we have brackets, we have a division, we have a multiplication, we have addition and subtraction. So now here we have an example. Work out 3 over 5 plus 2 minus 2 over 3 divided by 5 over 6. So now here you have a fraction 3 over 5 plus 1 of 2 minus 2 over 3, and now we divide it by 5 over 6. Means that here we have a bracket, you have a subtraction, you have addition, and division. So now, step 1. Let us start about 1 of 2 minus 2 over 3. Means that about subtraction. 2 times 2 we get 4. 4 plus 1 we get 5 over 2 minus 2 over 3. So means that here first of all we have to find the lower common multiple. So means that the lower common multiple is equal. We take 2 times 3, which is equal to 2 times 3 we get 6. Yes? And now we get 6. 6 divided by 2 we get 3. 3 times 5 we get 15. Minus 6 divided by 3 we get 2. 2 times 2 we get 4. Means that we get 11 over 6. Means that the fraction it become, means that here we get the following, this one. This one we get 11 over 6 divided by 5 over 6. This is about division. This is for division. So about the division of two fractions, first of all we write 1, the first fraction, and now multiply the reciprocal of the second fraction, where we get 6 over 5. We simplify 6 and 6, here we get 11 over 5. So this one. The next one is about the addition. So for addition we get 3 over 5 plus 11 over 5. Because this 11 is the solution set of this one. Is the solution of the following fraction. And now here we get the addition. Yes, remember that the addition of fraction where denominator are the same means that you have to keep one denominator 5, and now add the numerator, we get 3 plus 11, which is equal to 3 plus 11 is equal to 14 over 5. Means that the solution is equal to 14 over 5. Or you can change 14 over 5, you get 14 divided by 5. Here I put 2. 2 times 5 you get 10. So now 14 minus 10 we get 4. And now the solution it becomes 4 over 5. Means that the solution is equal to 4 over 5. So now students, if you have any fraction where does a fraction it has more operation, means that first of all we have to focus on brackets, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, and now follow each step. So now thank you for attending the lesson of today.